Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be fixing a very common issue, which is the wiper linkages. I know we could just replace the wiper linkages, but I'm going to be doing it with a cheap method of replacing just the bushings. So what's happened to my wiper linkages is that as I'm turning on my wipers, they smack the windshield molding, and that's not supposed to happen. I'll show you guys in a sec of what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so the first thing you have to check is basically your wiper. Here, if you notice this, it's very loose. That is not usual. That means inside here in the wiper linkage, there's a bushing, and that pivots around the bushing, and that means this is all broken and loose. So at least on this side. We'll check the other side. I know the other side is tight. So here's the other side. As you can see, I can't move it. So that means that the wiper linkage on that side is actually gone. So what we're going to be doing is just taking it apart and seeing if we could fix it with a assorted bushing pack. This here is the assorted bushing pack that I bought. It cost me about $7. And it's for like basically GMs and Fords and whatever, Chryslers and Jeeps and so on. But I think we could probably make it fit. So I'm going to be basically taking apart the linkages, the cowl and all that stuff and having a look to see if we could fix this. Alright guys, so first step is basically remove your wiper arms. So these are pretty straightforward. You take a 12mm and just kind of undo this nut. So after you've gotten the nut removed, all you have to do is just basically push down on here and then lift, and the wiper arm will just come right out. Keep the process on the other side. Alright, the next step is basically to remove all these little plastic clips in here. So you're going to need a plastic trim remover. I put the Christmas tree clips in here, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to just pop out. So I'm just going to go and get my trim remover tool and just remove all this. Alright, so those Christmas tree clips just kind of broke all in there. So they kind of broke all the way along. Now I'm just going to remove all these Phillips screws, and the cowl should just come right out. This wiper linkage here has a cover that comes right off like that. Alright, next thing, you have to basically remove your wiper motor. This will be holding down the whole linkage. And then obviously the linkage has 3 bolts on each side that's holding it down, which we'll have to take off as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these out. There should be 4 bolts here, 1 here, 3 here, and then 1 in the back there. So may have to remove the fuse panel just to get there. Alright, so these are all nice and loose now, so you can actually pull them out. Same with this one. Alright, so the motor disconnects like this. There's a little ball on the end that's attached to that arm. In order for you to get at the ball, you need to detach these arms up there. So you can see that comes off. That's a bushing as well. Alright, so once you get to here, you're going to need to pop this ball joint out. So you're going to need a flathead of some sort and pop this bushing apart, because the linkage won't come out otherwise. It has to come out in a couple pieces. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Otherwise it's going to just keep getting stuck there. So I'm just going to get a pry bar or something and try to pop this off. All right, as you can see, that's disengaged. Now the linkage can move freely. You leave that one in there. This one you can pull out. Just like that. That's how the linkage comes out. And as you can see, that's where the issue lies. It's not supposed to have this much play there. Same with on this side. This side is pretty good. Wait, this side's good. So no bushing needs to be replaced there. However, this side will need a new bushing. All right, in order for you to start replacing this, you're gonna need to find a new bushing for this end. So we're gonna pop this off first, and it just goes off like that. As you can see, this came off so easy. So this bushing is definitely gone. The hole here looks okay, but over time when this bushing is worn out, they usually mess up the hole here. So in our assorted pack, we're gonna try and find something that's similar to this bushing. I think this one would be the best to fit in here. So we've got a couple of these, which is perfect. So we're gonna have to try and squeeze this into the back here so that this could pop onto this ball joint. Yeah, that will definitely fix it. It's nice and tight. I hear a lot of people have to heat this up, so we're probably gonna heat this up. Can I get a heat gun? And just like that, new bushing's on. As you can see, that's on. We're gonna get some marine grease and pack it up a little bit in there. Actually, we're not gonna use marine grease. We're gonna use some bearing grease. This has some moly in it, which should be very good for greasing it. So just gonna put some inside the bushing here. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to clean this up a little bit. And put some new grease on the top here. There we go. And now we could just pop this right back on. There we go. And that's solid. No movement. And then we're just going to reinstall this into the car. And then we'll check the arm afterwards. Alright, so the new bushing's in. So it goes right in. It's held in there pretty good. Nice and solid. Moves, no problem. So that should fix the wiper problem. Alright, so after you've gotten it all reassembled and everything, to test out this bushing, all you're going to do is just bolt back on the arm. So remember, this arm was the one that was loose. Check it out now. Nice and tight. The other arm is still nice and tight, I hope. Yep. So that's fixed. So the car's not fired up right now, but this is how the wipers would go. Usually it would hit the molding, but it's not hitting the molding anymore. Anyways guys, that's basically the install for the wiper linkage bushings. It fixed the problem basically, and it cost only $7. So I hope this video helps you guys out and solves your problems as well. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.